The first thing I need to do is to try and save these flowers from the bouquet. Now I'm going to put a before picture up. About a week and a half old now, not been in any water. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to save any at all, but I see some little buds like this and think possibility that maybe I can. This flower here, all very delicate, so I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to take you on that journey with me, and let's see if I am able to save any of them. So I've bought this flower press. I've never pressed flower before since I was about 12 years old, long time ago, and that was always done in books. So let's see if there's any instructions with this. So lots of cardboard boards. I am presuming this is some sort of blotting paper. Oh dear, lots of screws and things. Can you, hope you're in shot. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is something to keep it in, possibly. Oh yeah, looks like a bag. Okay, let's get rid of that for now. Oh, instructions. Good. Okay. So we have 2 wooden pressing plates, 24 blotting papers, 10 layers of cardboard, bolts, wing nuts, washers, 7 needles, tweezer, scissors, storage bag. Okay, so I'm going to put this together and then I will come back to you once I'm ready to start taking the bouquet apart. Okay, so I'm gonna take this apart. I'm gonna have to cut the ribbon. Oh, obviously not with these scissors. Okay, let's try for the flowers that I think I will be able to save. It's such a shame that the hydrangea flowers, I think they were probably the first things to die. They were just spectacular on the day. But as you can see here, a lot of these are dead. But I don't know. Let me see if there's anything. Maybe if I just pick out the brown ones, maybe. I don't know. If any of you are experts on pressing flowers that can give me some advice, maybe. All I can do is try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. See, now look at that. That is almost perfect, this flower. If anybody knows the type of flower this is, let me know. It looks like a rose, but I don't think it is. If I just snip this one off. Oh, maybe there. leaf as well. Maybe try to keep that, but that's very pretty. Maybe some of these leaves. They seem to be pretty dry already, to be honest. Not sure. Again, these types of flowers seem to have made it a lot better than the others. So with the bigger roses, I think what I will do is just take off some petals. I'll show you everything that I've collected in a minute. Look at these, aren't they beautiful? Even with the brown edges, I still think these are really pretty. So I'm going to save these. So I finished taking the bouquets apart, and this is what I've ended up with. Now I've decided to keep some loose petals. I'll try those. Some eucalyptus leaves, some of these little tiny rose looking flowers. A rose head here. I mean, oops, it's even falling apart as I'm touching it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. We're just going to have to wait and see. Some white, this was hydrangea, blue hydrangea, and then some thistles as well. So I just need to arrange it onto the press and yeah, leave it for 2 weeks and then come back and check and see if anything's happened, see if I've managed to be able to save anything. So I put this together. I put the board down, then the blotting paper, and then it says in the instructions to choose flowers with no water where there's no danger of that. Cut off large stems, place the picked flowers on the blotting paper, using the 7 needles tool to poke holes around thicker flower stems and leaves to accelerate flower drying. Oh, that's what you need it for. Use the tweezers to put them in a suitable position. And then once I've done all of that, I'm going to put blotting paper, then cardboard, and then just keep going. And I also thought while I was at it, I might dry some currant flowers that are in my garden at the moment because they are just looking so beautiful. So I thought I would also try to do that at the same time. So I'll leave the camera running and you can watch what I'm doing. So this is my last layer. So I've just got to put one more bit of cardboard on and then screw the top down. Apparently you can do 10 layers at a time. this is how it's looking after 2 days. Managed to flatten it quite a bit, but to be honest, I found this really difficult. I found that these bits just kept twisting and twisting with the bottom as well and not tightening up, so I had to get my husband to do it. So 2 days old. I'm going to come back to this in about another 3 days or so, and I'll do a quick video and show you what it's looking like. So the flower press that I showed you at the beginning of this video didn't actually work, and I ended up sending it back. I wasn't able to unscrew the top properly, and all of the screws got jammed, so yeah, waste of money. So I went back to the old-fashioned way of doing it with books, and I have had a little peek, but I am going to show you now what's happened. So the wedding was on, God, when was it? So this was from the Bouquet, and this was the eucalyptus. I'm not sure if that's mould or not. I think it might be. So that looks okay. This was one of those flowers that I didn't know the name of, and it was cream and it was beautiful and it looked like it was still alive. Is this what happens when you press flowers? They completely change colour. I don't know. I can't remember. This was that big fat rose. I think that definitely is mould, so I'm going to throw that away. And that's mouldy as well. That's nice. I think I need a pair of tweezers. One of the rose petals. I think that might have been part of hydrangea. This was in my husband's buttonhole. It was a thistle, so I think that's probably as flat as it's going to go. And again, here. And a leaf. So I think if I was to do this again, I wouldn't buy a flower press. I would just do it with blotting paper and heavy books again. This was that beautiful blue hydrangea, still got a little bit of colour in it. So I'm going to somehow incorporate these into the memory stitch journal that I'm doing. How I'm going to do it at the moment, I really don't know. If you have any ideas at all, any inspiration for me, then please message me or drop a post down in the comments. That would be really nice, because I don't know how to work with these the way they are at the moment. So these are just all from the rose petals. These still feel a little bit damp, and it has been, must be well over 2 weeks by now. Or some of that hydrangea. And that's it. So not a total success, but not a total disaster either.